Don't get my dirty truck. Morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Morgans.
Welcome back, everyone. Mike here. It is 5:45 a.m. and by the way, the old gray beard is still growing here. But in about a half hour, Concrete with the Hauses will be here to pour some concrete in the new building. Today, they're going to pour this side right here. This is the game room. Right over in here, we'll have a little kitchen and a bar. Bathroom over here with a shower. This is about a 20-yard pour, and this will be all the decorative concrete here in the building. We're going to come in about 8 feet from the door for like an entryway with that wood plank that we did underneath the patio. If you didn't see that video, I'll put it up above. And the rest of this will all be the rolled slate. It should look really nice. If you haven't seen this before, all these green panels here that look like a big Lego set. This is the Crete heat system for the radiant floor heat. That's 2-inch thick insulation. All has those little nubs on it, and your tubing kind of snaps right down in there. It was pretty time consuming, but once I got going, you know, you learn little tricks and things that went faster and faster throughout the building. This is my first attempt at doing anything like this, and I think it came out really nice. Everything's nice and secure. And then I put this manifold up yesterday, and I've got a pressure gauge on it. The system's under pressure right now. But I tried to make it as neat as I could. It's not perfect, but I used that conduit, those 90s on the bottom, clamped it to a board on the bottom there to kind of keep things organized. Because you don't want to cut one of those short. So I made sure I didn't do that. But I think it came out pretty good. What I did here on the wall, I put some 1.5 inch insulation right here. Then another sheet of 1 inch. And then I put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood over top of everything. So this area right here is pretty well insulated. Got the manifold on here. We're all ready to go. Now they are going to pump this concrete. We'll have a pumper set up over by the garage door. And that should work out really well. I did not put the tubing down over here yet because we're not pouring this today. And I figured there's no sense everybody walking on it and all that if it's not getting poured. But yeah, looking forward to it. Should be pretty good. I'll try to think of some more questions that you guys may have throughout the day. We'll get a bunch of footage of the whole process, and should be pretty good. What is this, about a 20-yard pour, this part?
This figures 20 yards exactly, yeah. So hopefully we don't come up short. I have 20 yards of concrete. I got 4 extra yards of color. So if we do come up short, we can call and get concrete coming as quick as we can. But I think we'll make it.
Yeah.
I think we're all on heat tubes. So we have to drag this hose around. So we put these pans underneath the couplings because I mean, the worst thing that could happen is we damage these heat tubes and then the whole system doesn't work. You got to cut up the floor. And one other thing we're going to do, and actually don't tell Mike this, we've never done this before. We're going to wood plank stamp right here in front of the door, as well as rolled slate the main body. So we're going to do those together, all in one pour.
All right, they're just getting started. This is the first truck. We should get it all with 2 trucks. It's right at 20 yards. I got the pumper set up. I'll go inside and show you what's going on.
Yep. Oh, wait, can you get that float?
Well, just after 8 o'clock, we got 20 yards on the ground, colored sandstone. Everything went real good. This pumper crew that we have, they send 2 guys out, one guy lead on the hose, the other guy helper, so that it really goes fast. From the time we start pumping, we don't have to shut it off until the truck's empty. That's how good he puts it on the ground for us. And then of course you saw how my crew works. They're top notch, and I really don't have to do that much.
That's a nice tumbler you got there.
How about that, huh? I know a guy.
You know. So how long do you think before you can get on it now?
It won't be too long. We're going to start prepping around the edge. We'll hit it with the Fresno once, but it's so far back there, the weight of the handle, sometimes it leaves a line on the edge of that. So I don't know how far in we'll go with that. Excuse me. And we'll just get on sliders and clean it all up. We're going to start roll slating one end and wood plank stamp the other.
You gonna do that at the same time?
Same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Mike, the guy with the concrete pump. How
MDC pumping.
MDC concrete pumping.
Yes, sir.
And he was just telling me, how much will that pump vertical? How high can you go with
This
that?
one's rated about 350, 375 feet straight up.
That's incredible. Can you imagine how much weight's in that hose?
A lot.
Now you got 20 yards on the ground in about 40 minutes or something.
About that, yep.
Yeah.
Faster.
Yeah.
Could have been
a lot faster if I had the thing turned up. Yep.
Yeah.
I had about half volume.
And you work mostly all around the Pittsburgh
area. Yep.
Where are you from?
North Huntington.
North Huntington.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to get that in there.
Yeah. Wheeling it, you ain't gonna do it. You'll still be wheeling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Concrete, you want to get it on the ground as fast as possible.
Right.
Yep.
And you also pour concrete as well, or you finish concrete?
Yeah, I've been finishing since I was a little kid. My dad had a construction business, and yeah, I started pumping about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That's a nice machine, though. That's you guys did a great job. You can tell it's definitely not your first day.
Yeah, every day I do about 4 or 5 a day.
Really?
Yep. I have 3 more to do today.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, good deal. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
So you guys probably know Tom's son, Steven, here. Do you want to tell him the big news?
My wife and I found out we are expecting in January.
Another hoss.
Another hoss, just what this world needs.
That's right.
Yep. So we are keeping it a surprise. The only thing I really not finding out. Well, she didn't want to find out. I want to find out, so we compromised and we're not finding out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know.
Finding out, that's how this whole marriage thing works.
30 years. I know all about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like the cat. She wanted a cat. I didn't want a cat. We compromised and have a cat.
Like that. All right. I like that.
So we're just checking off all those boxes. Get married, get property, get pregnant.
Good.
That's right. You're going right out of the gate. Oh, I love it.
Full speed.
So someone just asked Tom why they're standing around. I like your response.
My response was, we were too fast pouring the concrete. Now we got to let the concrete catch up.
That's better than being the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, much. Yeah, we'll gladly stand here for 10 minutes and collect our thoughts and clean tools. Everything's put away.
Yeah.
No problem there.
You should be able to get on it pretty soon, though.
Yeah.
Why do you spray the stamps, just to keep them clean?
So the concrete doesn't stick to them. We spray the concrete, spray the stamps. Now when you stamp them, you can pick them up and you don't get any stickage.
Gotcha.
And then next round, we'll put color to that and we'll spray it. And that'll be the secondary color on your wood plank stamp.
All right, Tom, how's it going in here?
It's going good. The corner's a little bit tight, but they're going in good. We're working down our tool cut line at 8 foot off the wall. And once we get out of this corner, well, we're halfway done. It's going really good.
It's a good move coming through the window.
I'm glad you didn't record me going through the window. has their little things they look for, their little forks. Mine is when we're done, I hate it, and it happens, and I hate it, it drives me crazy when we get an arc in these wood plank stamps. I like to look down that joint and see it perfectly straight. So take a look. As soon as Matt gets out of the way.
Yep.
Okay, so we're done here for today. Wood plank is done, roll's done, everything's drying. So I'm going to come back tonight and we'll spray our, what do we use? Kalina Tan antiquing on here for our two-tone coloring. The wood plank, it settles in the grain and highlights that grain. We'll get all that on today. Tomorrow morning we saw cut and then clean that up, and tomorrow afternoon, late day, probably it's Friday, probably around 4 o'clock, we'll come in and put the sealer on. We'll do 2 light coats like we always do, and that should be plenty.
Now, when you saw cut this, how deep do you go? Just 3/4 because of the tube?
Yeah, not much. Yeah, just scoring it. 3/4 of an inch, you're right on there.
That's one thing I do like. This stuff's kind of a pain to put down, but I like how that tubing stays low. You know what I mean?
Nothing moved, nothing floated. I don't think we have to worry at all about hitting a tube.
Yeah, I noticed that. It all stays in place real nice.
Yep.
But man, you guys cranked this out. You did.
What time is it?
I don't even know.
10:30.
That's amazing.
So, only 4 messages. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's later in the day. We poured this at, well, we were done pouring at what, 10 o'clock we left, and it's 3 o'clock now. This is water-based permateak. It's like the antiquing we use on other projects. However, this is water-based. So we can spray it on, and as soon as it's dry, we can seal right over top of it. So it saves us a lot of time, and it gives it great color too. So you just, a couple scoops, they say about 3 scoops, but I find a little bit more than what they recommend, because you want to see a nice color contrast. So I usually put about 5 scoops to a sprayer full. Mix it up, water, just shake, stir, and lots of pressure, and spray it on.
All right, so it is Friday mid-morning right now, and I wanted to show you this right here. This is the concrete they poured there, I don't know, about a month ago or so. This is the wood plank look. We did the same thing here inside the building yesterday, but we did go with a darker color. Inside this building here, you know, this is going to be the game room area right here. Right over here, we'll have a little kitchen, like a little shed roof coming off, you know, with a bar in there. But it looks absolutely fantastic. It's drying now. They made their cuts this morning. It'll need cleaned, and once we get some better lighting in here, you'll get a better look at it. But you can kind of check that out. It looks just like wood, yet it's concrete. Pretty cool. So inside this game room, we will finish everything out. There'll be a lot of wood, stone, concrete. I think around the bar, you know, I talked about a little bar right over here. Probably put this Versetta stone around the bottom of the bar. I think that'll look nice. But something else that's really nice about, you know, like the stamped wood or the rolled slate is this floor is done. I don't really have any additional expense, you know, coming back in and putting flooring down. But really happy with it. Really happy with Concrete with the Hauses. They did a great job. Not only did they do a great job, but so did the guys with the concrete pumper and the company that delivered the concrete, which is Thrower Concrete. It's a local company. Everything worked out great. They're in and out quick, nice, neat, clean, perfect job. Next up, I'll get the rest of the building ready, and sometime next week we'll pour that, along with a big section right out here in front of the building. It'll come out as far as this patio right here. Oh, one more thing before I wrap this video up. Make sure you check out Tom's channel, Concrete with the Hauses. Go over there and subscribe. He'll have a video on this pour with a little bit more details and information how they did everything. And I think that's about it. So like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.